So, hi Raksha, and welcome to Sports Talk by Sports Paddock. And welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me
Yes.
here.
So, we actually know you for a very long time. You are no stranger to the world of women's sports. And just to give a little brief about you for our audience, is you have been very active in the world of sports, and especially as a child since you were 11. And this has been inculcated in you because of your father, who's a very well known football player from Uttarakhand. And you started at the age of 11 at a football camp where your father put you in. And your brother also is a very good football player. But your father realized the potential that he saw in you. And from then on, there was no looking back. And he trained
Yeah,
you as well, and you picked up the game so well that in 4 months uh, you were in the state team, and then in 9 months you were
yeah,
captain of the Indian team, right? And you played for the next 5 years continuously. And your father, of course, was your first coach and helped you preparing for international events, and how you took forward your sports career. And we'll definitely dwell into all those questions in some time. And your brother as well is playing for ISL, Hyderabad FC, right? So I'm sure both of you
yeah.
had so many things to learn from each other. And I'm sure you training with a boy also helped you train even better. And I'm sure you trained with many boys as well.
Yes. So that was the main part, I would say, as we didn't have so many girl footballers, women footballers in Dehradun. That's my birthplace. So yeah, I was the first one to play for the Indian team from our state, who
Wow.
represented Uttarakhand and then played for the Indian team.
I mean, that's so, I would want to dwell on that question first. What made you want to jump into football? I mean, since there was no idol in women's football yet, since there was no, someone to know that, okay, she's also done it, so I can do it as well. What made you want to just jump into football in the beginning itself?
So it wasn't planned, it just happened. So my father used to take us for his practice on the field.
Okay.
So he used to take me and my brother. I didn't have any interest. Basically, I never played any sports, but I was very sporty since I was a child. So I used to, I, I just wanted to run around and play at my colony with the guys.
Guys.
But I didn't know if I can be a sports person. But then once, as I said, my father took us for this sports camp. It was a
Hmm.
summer camp as it was
Okay.
vacation time. So my father said, okay, why don't you try? First, I said no. I still remember I said no. I don't think I can do it because look at the size of the football, and I was 11.
So,
So
so
I said no, but he said just come for like one session. If you don't like it, then you don't come. I
mhm.
said okay, and then I went, and I still remember the day. It was 10th of May 2007. I still remember, and it was so amazing. I think I felt the freedom as I was never a very good student, so I still used to like wait for that break in our school so that I can run around. Um, I I experienced that freedom on the field that day. I realized that this is the place where I feel so comfortable. I can run around. There's no one to ask me, don't run. Why you're running?
There's no one to
It's all
dictate
free.
anything.
There's a huge field. Exactly. So I think I just love that feeling. And I didn't know I can be a footballer, but my father saw the potential, and I just fell in love with the game, I would say. It was so
Wow.
good running around, kicking the football. I felt so good. I think first, um, I started liking the game first. I would
First,
say I started
you fell in love
enjoying
with the
it,
game first.
and exactly. So I started enjoying it, and every day I used to go for fun. No matter if it's for 1 hour, half an hour. I used to love running around, and that's how it started. And then my father started training me. I think for first in 2007, when I went for my first nationals, it was in Orissa. I didn't know what nationals, sorry, for what competition I'm going for. I just knew that I play football here. Similar way, I just have to go there and play. I didn't know if I'm going for any big competition.
Oh,
And
that
then
adrenaline
my
rush or that nervousness didn't hit you that time?
yeah,
Oh, wow.
no, I
Your
didn't know.
father taught you well.
It's the same. Yeah, actually, my father was there with me. He went to Orissa with me to see.
Wow.
I think he wanted to see how I perform, but he didn't tell me that it's going to be very competitive. And then I saw that was the first time I saw the quality of the game. There were so good teams. We were 12 at that point of time, and then the girls were playing so good. It was so competitive. Then I realized that there is a competition, and then I got back, and then after I think a month after, my father told me that I'm selected for the Indian camp. I didn't know what is Indian camp. He told me that okay, you are selected for the camp, but then I didn't know. And uh, then my father made me sit, and then he told me there are some competitions. There is a state level, then there is district level, state level, and then
National.
you go for Indian camp, then you get select for the Indian team, and then you represent your country. That was the time I realized that okay, I think I can do it. And then after my first India camp, the experience I had, it was amazing when I saw my flag,
Wow.
and I played international matches, and then I realized that um, I think that feeling, it can't be explained.
Absolutely,
And I think
absolutely.
after my first India I played, then I became very serious about the game, and then I started, I felt the seriousness of the game, and then I started working hard.
Wow. I mean, I say that your father had a lot to do with your growth in the game, and
Yes.
he saw that you were the first girl to do this. I mean, with your father's push or motivation, did you face any challenges being the only female football player, or did your father face any challenges? Because it's still not a
So
female prominent sport. So did you face any challenges related
yeah,
to the norms, anything?
I would say in that area I was very lucky, to be honest. My brother is a footballer. I was 12, as I said. I was very young to
Mhm.
understand what people are saying, because we didn't have time. My father didn't give us the time to interact with like a lot of people around. We had this schedule. You wake up in the morning, you go for practice, you come back, you get ready for school, go to school, come back, eat, take some rest,
Practice.
again get ready for practice, go for practice,
Wow.
and then till evening you are dead. You just like the moment you had dinner, you just want to just sleep, take rest. So I didn't interact that much until I grew up. I realized that yes, my family was facing a lot of challenges. There were a lot of people around who were, because as I said, I was the first girl. So they
Exactly.
were questioning my family. They were questioning my family. How can you, like, she's the only girl, and don't you think it's not right to send your girl? She just played with the guys. We never seen her playing with the girls around. So I wasn't aware of it. But if I would say on the field, it was really helpful. Yes, I used to
Wow.
miss that. When I started in that camp, in that sports camp, there were a few girls. There were around 15 to 20 girls, but they left right after the camp got over. I think they just
Oh,
came for that summer camp, and then they left. And I made really good friends, and I used to miss them. That okay. And toughest part was again, the guys are tougher than me. They are faster than me, but I want to play with them. I don't have a choice. If I want to improve my guy, I have to
you have to
play
play with
with
them.
them.
Absolutely.
So exactly. So I had to make a double effort to play with them, and that helped me a lot. So all the guys, they were all elder than me. So a lot of them were really supportive. They were very happy and proud that I am one of them and I'm representing the country. So there are a
Wow.
lot of guys who wanted to play, who wanted me to play with them. If they are playing a match, they make sure they give like a little chance or an equal chance to me. But there were few guys who questioned why she's playing. I don't want her to play. I can't go 100% on her. So there were a lot of guys who didn't want me to play. But then there were, I would say, the percentage was more,
On the supportive end.
those who were supporting me. Yeah. And again, my father, my brother. So I was very lucky enough because I was surrounded by a lot of people who wanted me to play. That helped me. And but if I would say the challenges off the field was more. If you say
Absolutely.
the reporters, the reporters were more who actually made me realize and question me that I'm a girl, and maybe this is not my space. At my
Really?
home on the field, no one made me realize that maybe it's not my place, it's not my area of expertise. But the reporters used to ask me very, like, these questions like how are you playing with the guys, and what are the challenges you're facing. And I didn't have the answer because I was not facing anything like that. Or I would say my father and the club boys, they never made me realize that okay, they need to treat me differently. Otherwise, the challenges, my parents were facing more
Facing
challenges,
that
I
a
would
lot.
say.
That's what, and that too
Yeah.
being the
So
first girl, definitely. But I think your talent
yeah,
spoke for itself, and that's why people, after a point, didn't question it, I'm sure. I mean, once you made the Indian camp,
yeah,
which brings me to like
exactly.
another question that I have.
So
So,
as I said, there were a lot of people. I just want to say this word.
yeah,
So these people who were questioning my family that I'm not supposed to play or why are you sending
why are
her,
you
and a lot
sending
of
her?
questions were coming up. But when I played for the Indian team and I was the captain, I remember, and we won that championship. It was in
Really?
Sri Lanka, Colombo. Yeah, and it we won with a huge margin. I mean, we scored like 15 goals, 20 goals. I think it was one of the good batches, I would say. So it was
Wow.
great. There were a lot of reporters started coming at my home, and a lot of interviews started happening. So all these people who were questioning my family suddenly started supporting my family.
Really?
That okay, we know this girl, we are there, we are there with this girl.
This is
And
like a dangal
so it's
moment
like
now.
that. Exactly. So I think no matter what challenges you have, if you have your goal in front of you, you just neglect everything and just keep walking straight.
Wow. I mean, this actually reminds me of Dangal movie. Like, this is a very Dangal story, but
Yeah.
and similar to the challenges and problems that you have. But even though now that they're coming and supporting you, despite what you have achieved and the talent that they've seen in you, do you see a mindset change now when people look at football for both men and women? Like the progress since 2007, 6 to 2021.
Hmm.
Have you seen a progress
I
or have
think
you seen a change?
yes, there is definitely a change, but again, it's still in process.
It's still in
But the
process.
change is huge. It's huge. I mean, if you talk about the structure, the grassroots, so we are growing as a country in football, I would say. Our grassroots is improving. So when people are actually focusing on kids, so in kids, there are women, there are girls and boys. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that is helping a lot. Now, if I say in a year, we used to have just one competition, one national. So we used to prepare the whole year for that one
One
competition.
national. True.
Yeah, one national. Yes. So because in that performance will bring you to the Indian camp. It was like that. But now, thankfully, we have nationals, we have universities, all India's, North Zone, and then we have IWL from few years. This is the like IWL is the biggest competition we have now,
True.
and this is a huge change. But again, it's still in process. A few
Still.
years ago, if people ask me, okay, what do you do? If I say, okay, I'm an athlete and I play football and I play for an Indian team, there were a lot of people who didn't know we have an Indian national team. They were surprised to know that we have the girls play
Girls have a
football, okay,
team.
but do we have exactly? Do we have an Indian team? They didn't know, but now there is a change. I mean, it's surprisingly. I mean, fortunately, people know the names of the women's team, the athletes, the
Oh,
main
really?
athletes. So I think it's a huge progress. Yeah. So
Oh,
it
wow.
yeah, there are changes, but again, right now we didn't have a lot of female coaches, but now we are having female coaches as well. So the progress is still going on, but change is there definitely.
Wow. I mean, this is something that's so heartwarming because even in Bangalore and places like Mumbai, the level of women who are interested in playing the sport, the level of women who want to learn the sport is phenomenal. And you yourself
Yeah,
have seen like the interest in women, like you've seen the number of girls who want to just come just to play, either just to play, not necessarily have to become a professional, but who just love the game in general. So I think the love for the sport is also growing in our country very slowly.
yeah.
Yeah, but I
Can you
want to
repeat the
know,
question? I just lost.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Now, I just want to know what are your plans now with football? I mean, are you still training? What happens now like to you? 2020 was quite a gap. So what's the plan now?
Yeah, actually, I went through one injury. It was a ACL and meniscus injury. and because of the lack of knowledge and guidance, I couldn't rehab properly. But I still,
Playing.
I kept playing with whatever half rehab I
Oh
did. I
my
kept
gosh.
playing, and I made that injury worse.
Was.
So I realized that obviously I have the knowledge. My brother is a, in a professional team now, so he is also there. He is younger than me, but he is giving a lot knowledge to me. So basically through him, and now I'm a C license coach as well. So there are a lot of knowledge which is coming up, and now I know at this age that okay, now I know what to do. So that's
Wow.
why I took that gap, and I'm still doing the rehab. Now I realize that until my muscles and my body is totally prepared to play the match, to give all 90 minutes, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my plan, to basically prepare my body for upcoming competitions.
Wow.
So 2020 has been tough for everybody, and putting that, the like what you expected to do on the field, doing it at home is not, like,
It's not the
it's not
same.
100%.
Absolutely.
Exactly, it's not the same. So now the fields are open, so I started training there as well. So yeah, right now the plan is to get ready for the competition. So this gap is for good, so that I can, prepare myself for the competition. Again, I don't want to, whatever mistakes I've done in past years, I don't want to repeat that again.
So true.
So
But how
there are a
much
lot of
time
knowledge,
have
lot
you
of
given? Like, how much time are you giving to
so
yourself?
right now it's been around 3 months that I've been training, and there are changes I can see in my body. But until my physiotherapist, my trainer, tells me that okay, you are ready to go to play competitive matches, I won't go. So I think, because it's been so many years that I've been struggling with that, muscles. If I play one match or two matches, and then I have some injury, some swelling, so there were a lot of things going on, and there was no one to guide. If I have some question, there was no one to answer
Tell you.
why I'm having this. What am I
Wow.
supposed to do if I'm having this? But
Oh
now
my
there are
God.
people who I can ask. So I think that is helping me a lot. And as I said, until my trainer says, until my physiotherapist said, okay, now you are good to go, I want to give like a good time to myself now.
Wow. And do you want to actually get back to playing at an international level? Is
Yes,
that your
yes,
like
yes,
ultimate goal?
definitely. Because yeah, I mean, since I'm playing football, I used to get this dreams, bad dreams, nightmares. Oh shit, I missed the goal. I would have done that. I would have done this. When you play
Really?
matches, if you do some mistake, yeah, it comes in your dream. So it's still there. And when I see football now, I still want to do the same thing, but I'm restricting myself, because again, those are the mistakes that I've made, and I don't want to do those mistakes.
Again.
But the dreams are still there, and that is what, which is, it keeps you going all the time. So
Absolutely.
whatever the matches are happening, I go for TAL matches. Thankfully, every Sunday the matches are available, and I can go and see some matches and see people in action. It gives me like that boost, that okay, I know if I'm still learning, even if I'm doing mistakes or there are some good action happening on the field, it gives me that pump that okay, I know this move, okay, I can do this, I can do that, he could have done that. And as a coach as well, it helps me.
You tried refereeing also at one point, right? I mean, you said you
Yeah,
done
I
refereeing as
did.
well.
Yes, 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 I did. But again, it became very tough, because see, I think as a player, it will help me, I thought, because it is good to have a knowledge about everything. So as I mean, I've been playing football from so many years, and I did some refereeing course uh, to know that okay, what am I supposed to do? If I'm a coach, I need to know a lot of things, like rules in a better way. If I
Absolutely.
know in a better way, I'll be able to deliver the same knowledge to my players as well.
So true.
And again, when when I cleared my C license, I could clearly see, because in C license as well, laws are everywhere. As a player, as a coach, you need to know some laws. And
Absolutely.
if you're a coach, and if you're a coach or a player, if you know the laws, what you're supposed to do, if whatever is happening on the field, it helps you to not to react or to react. So it's great
It's
to
like
have a
you
knowledge.
understand
So
both sides.
exactly. So it's good to have like a two-page knowledge.
Wow. No,
Yeah.
that's so true. And I understand where you're coming from on that note. Even though refereeing is generally a very difficult job because you have the
It's
power to
very
make
tough.
a decision which might be
Exactly.
right, might be wrong, but you have the power to change anything for a team, and that's a lot of
Yeah.
pressure on a referee. But yeah, it's a great thing that you're doing that, and I really hope that you get back on the field, and you see Tal as an opportunity for people to sort of get back and even improve their game, even if they've lost touch. So if you had to prep
Yes,
yourself
yes, yes.
again, you'd go back to like small tournaments where you can test out, warm up again, because you can't directly go and play the big matches as well, right? You'll need to first
Yeah.
implement where you left off and kickstart. So do you think Tal is like a good platform for people to sort of get back to?
Definitely, definitely. See, as I said, I played for my Uttarakhand state for 8 years, and I don't know if you'll be surprised. I never played a single competitive match in my own city, not even a
What?
single match. 8 years, because we
Oh my
didn't have
God.
teams. See, I used
Really?
to practice with the guys' team, but obviously I was not allowed. No one will allow me to play a competitive match in guys' team. But and over there, I mean, it was very surprisingly weird that I mean, there were a lot of people who wanted me to see play, and let's say my mother, she wanted me. You know, if she's sitting and watching me play, there were a lot of friends, but they never seen me play. Only my brother also, I don't remember if he actually saw me playing a competitive matches. Only my father did. They don't know
Oh
how
my
I
God.
play. They just see me in practice. But over here in Tal, let's say, and I heard you're going to start the same in women's team as well.
Yes,
So again,
yes.
that could be a very big opportunity. So these opportunity helps you keep going. Let's say right now I'm thinking I'm waiting for Tal to bring that women's tournament so that I can prepare myself. Exactly, because unfortunately we don't have so many competitions and women's team to so that we can train whole year and prepare ourselves for some competition. We don't have that opportunity. If IWL is coming up or some nationals coming up, we have this 15 days or months or 2 months maximum camps to prepare ourselves. But that is not enough, I would say, because you need to have that competitive feeling throughout the year to show,
So true.
to perform basically. So I think this kind of platform is great for the people, for athletes to, even if you keep it as a practice, it's great. It's not like it's not competitive. I've seen TAL matches and it is
Yeah.
competitive.
People can get
Yeah,
really competitive on the field also. We've seen it. And
yeah,
you're
yeah,
playing the sport. It's not necessary that you have to see the level, but you still want to win. That urge to win that one weekend match.
exactly.
It's something that's beautiful to see. And we at TAL are so proud of the fact that we can give that to people. Plus, we can give
Yeah.
you how you played, your stats, your reviews, your standings. So it's something that we hope.
We never had that. Let's say I've never heard about it before TAL. I've never heard that people are doing this. So I think it's great to see that. If let's say I do not have a single video of mine or a picture of mine playing, never Indian team nationals, never. But over here, it's available. If I want to
Yeah.
see me myself play, okay, I have actually when I played for Parikrama, I played 2 seasons in Karnataka, and that was the first time I saw myself playing because the
Really?
match was recorded and I could see myself play.
Wow.
So I think that's really good.
No, we will, and we definitely will be starting a women's league as well, along with small tournaments, five-a-side, seven-a-side,
Yeah,
and we hope to start a community where we can build for women, especially not just competitive, but just to come and play, because we know that not all women know how to play, but at least they want to just come and try. So we definitely want to try that,
exactly.
and we hope to see you there as
Yeah,
well,
there are a
because
lot of women. I mean, we were just talking about me playing with guys, but when there are women around, they ask me this question, oh, we never got this chance to play, or
yeah,
they don't know if they can play. This is like a very different thing because they never played. They were
so true.
always in that bubble that, okay, I don't know if I can play. I don't know if I'm athletic enough to
That
play.
diffidence is
But
there.
now, exactly, now they really want to see. They really want to play. Like, why not? If you can play, I really want to at least go there and learn.
Yeah, I
So that
know.
will be really helpful for a lot of women.
I know, and at least that confidence, because not everyone can like just play football. Some girls will be a little intimidated by the pace, someone running at you. the ball. It's not that easy to digest. But if they see many girls doing it, they'll also think, okay, why not? Why can't we also do it? At least that
Yeah.
encouragement is there to learn. And if they look at you also, oh my God, like your story, your background, I think they'll definitely get some encouragement. And which brings
Yeah.
me to my last question, which I really want to ask you. Apart from what happened in the women, the Sri Lankan tournament, which you told me about, where you won some 15 by 15 goals, can
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
name one other most memorable moment in your sports career?
Oh yes, actually it's around the same where I told you that Colombo Wala. So it was my second India, and it was under 14 in Colombo. So I remember the day when my coach announced me as a captain of the team, and it was
Wow.
very shocking because, as I told you, I didn't have a great knowledge of the levels. I just played. If I'm there on the field, I just want to play and enjoy. So it was very shocking for me. But yes, that responsible feeling, it was there in my heart. So again, the first person I want to tell is my father.
Father.
And it took me around 20 to 30 minutes to tell him what happened. I called him and I kept crying. I mean, it was very difficult for me to tell him what just happened.
Wow.
Okay, that I just wanted to tell him that, listen, coach just announced that I'm a captain of the team. And then that happened. And then we went to Sri Lanka and we played all the matches. As I said, we scored the maximum goals and we were the best team over there. So that feeling, and I was playing as a right back. So my positions also were very, according to the coaches, they used to switch my position. As in my first international competition, I was the stopper back, and in this competition, I was a right back. So I was the defender. So I think we were playing against Jordan. Yeah, we were playing against Jordan, and in first half we were losing 3-0.
Wow.
And yeah, we were losing 3-0. And the weird part was, a day before, we were eating with the Jordan people. Okay, I mean, it was good that, okay, it was all friendly, everything is happening, we are talking to them, and then our coach is looking at us like, kal inse inke saath khelna hai tumko. So, and the next day we are having this match, we are losing 3-0, and
Oh
then
my God.
our coach didn't say anything. I mean, she was very encouraging, I would say. And then the second half, the moment it started, I spoke to my team, we had a good talk, and we won it by 6-3. Can you imagine this?
6-3.
It was amazing. It was 6-3 in second half, and the last goal was scored by myself. I scored the last goal, and the moment the match got over, I still remember I was just lying on the floor and I was crying. I kept crying for around 2 to 3 minutes over there, and I couldn't believe what just happened. So I think that was the best part of my career. I can never forget that moment in my life. And whoever was talking around, they were just talking about us being a team, how well we performed. So I think the whole team performed really well, which brings to my responsibility, as I said, as a captain. It made me feel out of the world. So I think that was the best part of my career.
Wow, I mean, I have no words for that right now. I mean, I was just picturing it while you were explaining it, and I can't even resonate that feeling because when you're playing for your country, you're playing against another international team. You were trailing by 3 goals, and then you doubled
Yeah,
it with 6-3. My God,
yeah, six.
it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I hope we get many people to be inspired by this, Raksha. This is just beautiful. But thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
so much.
sharing all of this. It generally is very, very inspiring. Your story, your history, everything. And I hope girls get to hear this and see this and come and play, like in general, because India has so much potential. The grassroots, the level of people, both at urban and rural, we have to generate those opportunities, and we have to showcase people like you who've had the history, had background and training, and who've come up to such a level and who are still doing it. Despite the fact that you've
Yeah,
got an injury, you are still trying to make a comeback. That is what is even more inspiring, at least in my opinion. And I hope we see you back on the field and back at it.
thank you so much. Thank you for having me again.
And
Thank you.
thanks, Raksha. You take care.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.